I think we're good. I just can't tell if it's live or not sometimes because it's still. So yeah, if you guys want to watch this with me, you're more than welcome. If not, go check it out. It's going to be on the official Nintendi. If you like to get your Nintendies fresh without some streamer pog facing over it, that's fine too. Let me see. Do I have a pog face? I think I do. Yeah, there we go. Go pog face. Ooh. Oh, yo, why is it small? Hold on. Why? Hold up. Why is it small? You see how small those are? Oh my god. They're supposed to be like take up the screen. Oh, you know what? Because it's animated. And I think. Hold on. Let me try. Let me try. Let me try a normal size one. Give me the L. There we go. Okay. There we go. You know why? It took the first frame of it, which is small, because it's like it grows. I think I need to make an unanimated version of that. We gotta have the pog faces, guys. Can't be a streamer and not have pog face. It's so quiet. You guys want to hear my ambience? I made this in a cave from scraps. Drop the beat. Man, you're going to be disappointed if you think there's a beat. It's just my ambience, man. Drop the vibes. There you go. I mean, isn't it all just wiggly air, really? You know? Isn't that all? That's right. I'm just bending the air to make sounds to annoy and confuse the listener. Man, they need to animate this, dude. Don't they usually have an animation that plays like with shapes spinning and stuff? I feel like they did that last time. Oh, hold on. I got the vibes are a little bit too vibey. Let's get it down a little bit. There we go. So let's get all of our unrealistic predictions in. I think. Here's what I want: Expedition 33 on the Nintendo Switch. That's what I want. Expedition 33 on the Nintendo Switch. Yeah, it's them, and it says live. You can't see it because of my stupid avatar's in the way, but the red light is on. It is live. This is how they're doing it. All right, we only got a minute left anyway, so let's cut my music. Cut my music. I got something to say. Doing some wrestling promo here. All right, we're live. Yes, we are live. I don't know how loud it's gonna be, but try to balance it. Here we go. Oh man, I definitely wasn't expecting anime. Oh, I've seen this. This is on the Steam Next Fest. The demo for this. So you could go check it out on Steam, and then if you like it, you could buy it on the Switch. Or Steam. I mean, do whatever the hell you want. I don't care. Not your mom. But yeah, like... I mean, it looks fun. This is definitely multicultural youth assemble. Hell yeah. I feel like this is the perfect game to have a character in a wheelchair that is completely not different from the rest of the team.
Hola a tothom, soc en David.
I jo l'Àngel.
Som d'Undercoders, l'estudi independent de Barcelona.
Oh man, my favorite part of Nintendo Directs is when they waste 5 minutes having the president and director tell you how excited they are for you to see their game.
Per aconseguir la millor puntuació, mentre lluites contra bosses i alliberes les vies del control d'una megacorporació malvada.
Ens hem inspirat moltíssim a la cultura japonesa i en l'energia
Yeah,
dels
man.
jocs arcade clàssics
I'm down.
per crear un món que se senti expressiu,
I'm all
rebel,
about everybody being
Avui tenim el plaer
depicted in
d'anunciar un parell de
video
coses
games.
molt emocionants.
I remember we had this
Primer lloc,
debate in
Defensa Dark
D&D
sortirà
once,
el 17 de juny amb
and
una
it was
skin
like kind of a
exclusiva
debate
per a
everywhere.
Nintendo Switch 2.
I en
But
segon lloc,
me and my friends had it
instar-
before the internet was a thing.
podreu
It's like,
descarregar a Nintendo eShop una demo
if you
gratuïta
made a
de
character
Defensa
in a
Dark per a
wheelchair
Nintendo Switch 2.
in Dungeons and Dragons in a world where there's like magic, like
All aboard
why would
for
you
the
make a
latest
character in a
indie
wheelchair?
world. I'm Marissa.
And I'm
And it was
Thomas.
like-
we're excited to
like we
showcase
had
another
like
packed
a
lineup
friend in a
of new
wheelchair, and we
indies
had one
added
with
to the
like
Nintendo Switch
those
2
permanent crutches and
Nintendo
stuff.
Switch systems.
And
Forgive
they were
me,
like
but I
making their
can't wait to
character, and it's
introduce
just
this
like,
next game coming to
yeah, but I
Nintendo
want it
Switch.
to, I want
Let's
it to
take a
be
look.
me, but like in this world. So basically, ultimately, the decision was they keep it, but it's like a weapon. It's like a modified weapon. Like the crutches are a modified staff, and the wheelchair is like a modified like mobility thing. So it ends up it worked out really good that way.
게임 속 귀여운 강아지들은
'Cause, yeah, you gotta think about it. I mean, like,
쏟아부은 놀라운 노력의 결과물입니다.
You want your character to be you, right?
세상 모든 분들의 마음속에 감동으로 기억되는 작품이 되면 좋겠습니다.
Weaponized mobility. Well, they were able to like upgrade it and like add spider climb to it and stuff.
There's an
was
old
pretty cool.
saying that when you depart from this world,
It was a
the
good way
dog you
to-
went ahead will warmly welcome you.
It was a good way to
A
like
heartwarming hope
make
at the
everything
core of
work,
the
you know?
Wonderfully wholesome My Little Puppy, a new adventure inspired by the director's own Welsh corgi.
I like
Play as
corgis.
Bongu,
Oh, and a
rescue
pug.
dog and bestest boy who, after a simple yet joyful life, crosses the rainbow bridge to doggy heaven.
After what seems like an eternity, Bongu awakes from a nap to a familiar scent. His
Oh,
daddy.
well, that's kind of a
Embark on
sad
journey to meet Bongu's
undertone.
dad, an expedition out of doggy heaven and into the afterlife that may hold
I mean,
unexpected
I don't hate it.
dangers.
Hold on, let me put captions on.
Just as Bongu's dad once rescued
Wait,
him. It's
they're
his
not
turn to
available?
return the favor in
Damn,
My
speaking
Little
of
Puppy,
accessibility,
found its way
Nintendo,
onto Nintendo Switch,
you don't close
April
caption
9th.
your direct?
Next up, let's take a look at some indies headed for Nintendo Switch 2, including some also headed to Nintendo Switch.
I'm so excited. Heave!
Ho!
Heave!
Ho 2!
Introducing
Heave Ho
the
2.
high-flying follow-up to the ultimate friend-flinging party game.
Grab hands, arms, or even heads to form chains of up to 4 players. Then grab.
I didn't even know there was a Heave Ho 1.
Avoiding lethal hazards.
It looks
and
fun,
the deadly
like a
void
fun
below.
little
Each player
physics
needs to
game.
grab and release at just the right moment to form chains. If anyone loses their grip, it can send the whole group.
I mean, I
to
hate
their
to say it, but I
There are
feel like this
18
is already a
worlds,
Mario
thrilling
Party
exotic
minigame.
locations like a medieval
So,
land,
like,
a space
to make a
station,
whole
and,
game
of
on it?
course, a kitchen.
I don't know.
Each one play with brand new mechanics like rocket navigation.
I guess if you could play with
coordinated
friends, it'll make good friend
and plenty of
swap.
other surprises.
You know, for streamers to be like,
Swing into action with local
you know,
four-player co-op
playing with
or
all their
online
streamer
multiplayer,
friends.
A franchise first. Plus, game share is supported, so if one player has the game, they can share it locally.
Hey, there's a Van
or
Gogh up there.
online with
I saw
up
it.
to 3 other players. Get ready.
Sunflowers.
To get a grip in Heave Ho 2, launching on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch this summer.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things I like about the Switch is
At
it
the
has
end of the
everything.
day,
You can
there's
play a
nothing
full
like
game.
closing up shop throwing on some comfy clothes, and
I guess I'll talk about it after the
Wondrous
direct, but like I said with
I was going to say having a
Resident
nice
Evil,
hot cup of cocoa, but that works too.
or you know, you could just pick up a game like yeah, like Heave Ho 2, you know, and just play for like 5 minutes. I've been playing this game called the Suika game, Suika.
Interdimensional collector
Millie's
seizes
going to sleep.
control of their
You can't make it through the direct.
dungeons.
All right, fair enough.
Will and the other
You have a great night. I loved, by the way, I loved talking about literature and stuff like that and art. So that was an awesome conversation before, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Feel free to talk about that stuff anytime. But yeah, have a good night for now. I'll catch you next time.
And flashy combos.
Don't forget your trusty backpack. It's your best friend while collecting loot, so make sure to carefully arrange your treasure.
But yeah,
to
one
maximize
of the
your
things about
profits.
those like friend
Trust your
slop
instincts
games
to plot
is
clever routes
I
through
like
your
that term
dungeons.
friend
The
slop
further you delve, the
because
greater
it
the
does
rewards.
definitely
How far will you dare to go?
it attracts like people who like actually have a circle of friends that they can game with together and get on a voice chat and do all that stuff. Stuff that I wish I could do when I was a
Go from
kid, you know.
castaway to friendly neighbor.
Now as an adult,
And find a
sometimes
new
I don't
home
want to get on a
stranded.
call, even if like you're my
Moonlight
best
2,
friend in
The
the whole
Endless
world.
Vault, opening up
Like I
shop
really
on the
just don't want to
Nintendo
be on a
Switch 2
voice call
system
playing
this
games
year.
with you know what I mean? Like
Hello.
so, but like when I was a kid, I was all about that. I'd be in like Halo Halo lobbies.
Felt like the entire world.
Хоть мы и выросли в разных местах, нас объединяет одно общее чувство.
Это Фокси, сердце нашей истории, и она так-то собрала нас вместе.
Denn auch wenn wir erwachsen sind, ist diese Magie aus unserer Kindheit nie verschwunden.
I like the
From all
doll.
of us here, we hope you enjoy the game. Thanks.
Wouldn't it be nice just to slow down and get back to when things were simpler?
It sure would.
Oh my god, is this a
Well,
wooden miniature game?
You do just that. In this cozy diorama puzzle game, you assemble wooden scenes piece by piece, like a 3D coloring book.
As you place objects in their correct spots,
Oh, but it tells
each
you what to
scene
do.
Slowly fills with color
Is that a
and
butt
comes to
plug?
life,
Oh, it's his
revealing
leg.
Charming animations
Sorry.
and delightful surprises.
Follow the story of Foxy the Fox and Ben the Frog through a series of
Ben the
interconnected
Frog,
dioramas,
baby.
each capturing a unique moment.
Now
of
you're
the shared
talking my
adventure.
language.
The game adapts to your pace, while the narrator's voice keeps
It
you
looks
company.
really
Plus,
cool.
Plenty of funny characters
Um,
and silly emotes are
I don't
sure
like
to
that
put a
you have to
smile on
just
your
color
face.
by numbers
And
though. I would
mouse
like if they
controls
just
are also
gave you
supported
an
on
open
Nintendo Switch
canvas
2.
and let you
Settle
build
into a
stuff.
world that comes together one piece at a time in Woodo, slotting onto the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems this summer. The Unchosen has returned. Your village has been captured. All your friends and family are trapped in corrupted crystal, and it's all up to you to save them.
Shoot, that sounds like an adventure.
A mini-shoot adventure. Take control of a swift and responsive spaceship as you blast
Oh,
your way
man.
through this modern twin-stick shooting twist on the classic
This looks
8-bit
like
adventure
this game that I used to play on the
Overcome
Genesis.
bosses in intense bullet-filled
One of these days,
battles
maybe I'll
by
stream
finding
it.
primordial
It was
powers
called
that soup up your
Subterranea.
combat abilities.
You can also upgrade
It
your
it,
ship
it
by
looked like
leveling
this,
up,
where like you're a
finding
ship
various items,
and
and
you're
buying
going around like that.
Don't forget to rescue your adorable friends. They'll all help
It
you
was
in their
kind.
own
It was
special
one of
way.
those games where I couldn't tell if the game was bad or if I was just bad at it. But man, I'd like to give it another go and see if it was just me.
Explore lush caverns, ancient temples, and sunken cities. Each environment full of its own unique treasures, challenges, and
But yeah, it was kind of like this, except it was all space, and you had to rescue people that were trapped. Or it wasn't space, I guess. It was all underground, subterranean. See, I don't even know what the hell it was.
What is the dark? Is it ugly and cruel? Is it a place for monsters?
Oh, I like this. This is like a Tim Burton.
Fools lost in the woods. A terrible void where all your nightmares come true.
A first-person shooter? The Midnight Walk. I mean, I like the way it looks. It's coming soon.
Hi, I'm Bryce.
And I'm Jambel, and we're devs on the team making Rotwood here at Clay Entertainment in Vancouver, Canada.
Rotwood?
We grew up playing games shoulder to shoulder with friends. Inspired by the moment-to-moment strategy of fighting games and the big bosses of RPGs, Rotwood was developed to recapture the spirit of those good times.
We wanted progress to feel like it comes not just from new gear, but from you, the player, actually improving, so that each hunt you learn something new that inspires ideas for your next run. We've poured ourselves into Rotwood, and we hope you enjoy it.
Chaos rules!
And big old
Is this
corrupted
it?
beasts drool in.
Rotwood.
Okay, yeah, this is it. They're doing it weird where they're showing a trailer and then cutting to devs talking, and they're talking about the next game instead of the one that you just saw. So
Master a diverse combat system that rewards those who sharpen their skills.
It's a beat 'em up?
Want to get up close and crush some enemies? Wield a hammer.
Want to be a Deadeye that snipes baddies from afar? Take aim with a bow.
Practice and perfect combo attacks for each.
it looked like
weapon
there was
type
more
to
to
reach
it
your
though. There was a
destructive
beat 'em up, and it looked like also like a
Experiment with
world
gear
building
combos
thing.
to refine your build. Earn epic loot through victories. Then use it to face ever-increasing challenges.
And you'll need all the help you can get. Boss fights are not just a test of strength, but of wits. Study attack patterns carefully to find their weakness. And use
I like that
well-placed
tree
strikes
with
to
the
hit 'em where it
eyeballs.
hurts.
A little extra muscle always helps too. Grab up to 3 of your friends either locally or online and face the rots together.
Choose your weapon and get ready to take on the frenzied foes of Rotwood, hacking and slashing its way onto the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
Yeah, I mean,
as a
it
console
looks okay.
exclusive
I didn't
later
see anything in
today.
there. Oh, it's available today. There you go. If you like it, go get it. I love Annapurna.
Most of the time, I'm wondering if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing to have the optimal teenage experience.
The teenage experience is unobtainable.
You haven't gotten a Switch 2? I could have sworn I saw Mario Kart World in your recently played.
Because you know the perfect song for every moment.
Am I wrong? Oh, I
What
must
song
be
would
wrong.
playing now?
I don't think it's been written yet.
I recommend it. I think we've gotten to the point where there's enough good games
It's time to shine the
to justify it.
spotlight on
And
this brand new action RPG.
like I said, I'll talk about
Makers
Resident
of
Evil
Guacamelee
9 after
and
the
Nobody
direct.
Saves the World.
But
In Blighted, the evil
short,
Sorcisto has
the
consumed
short
the village
story
and infected the world
is
with a
like
deadly blight.
it looks
You are
as
the
good as
lone
like
survivor of Sorcisto's rampage,
let's
fighting
say a
to reclaim the
PlayStation
memories of your people
4
before you
Pro.
succumb.
But that same power can also be turned to your advantage. As you progress through this psychedelic western landscape, you'll accumulate blight by defeating enemies. The higher your blight, the fiercer enemies become.
PS5
making
had a
combat
little
harder,
bit of
also more rewarding.
Combat is
better
nuanced
looking
and deadly for players
hair
at any
physics,
level. Carefully time
which
your attacks to weave through enemies.
for
chain
Leon
together
Kennedy is really
combos,
important.
And perform powerful finishers to defeat punishing bosses.
Uncover dark mysteries as you explore this surreal and vibrant world, backed by a haunting original score.
Upgrade your hero at checkpoints, or by talking to key characters on your journey. And if you need a helping hand, a friend can drop in via
Can
local
I just
or
take a
online
moment to
multiplayer.
say
Two-player co-op action.
every time there's one of these directs,
Harness the
I
power
feel
of
like
blight and
there's
unravel
like
the mysteries of
a
twisted
dominating
world in
genre.
Blighted, creeping its
And
way
right now, I
onto the Nintendo
feel like the
Switch 2
isometric
system
beat 'em ups
this
is
fall.
kind of dominating, and
Hi, I'm Justin from Prophecy
I don't
Games
think
in
that's a
Atlanta,
good
Georgia.
thing.
Hi,
I
I'm
like
Jess.
variety in
And
these
I'm
directs.
Scott. We love the feeling of progression you get in roguelikes, and we were inspired to create an FPS roguelike in our favorite genre, sci-fi.
Sci-fi lets us imagine futures just out of reach, and in Dead Zone Rogue, everyone pulls you deeper into that world, starting when you awaken on a mysterious
Yeah,
ship.
you need variety in these directs. Like when every
unique
single one is a
enemies,
Water
snappy
Plants
gunplay that leaves
farm
hope you
sim,
enjoy playing Dead Zone
or every
Rogue
single one of
as
them
much
is
as we
like
do.
pixel art.
A spaceship overrun with
Here we
bioluminescent
go.
creatures, an arsenal of modifiable weapons,
This looks
and
different.
a mysterious origin to uncover. That's what awaits in Dead Zone Rogue, a new sci-fi shooter that combines tight, satisfying gunplay with strategic progression.
Select missions and squad up with friends, or fight solo through a series of challenging rooms with support for mouse controls using the Joy-Con 2 controllers.
Support for
Gain
mouse
perks
controls.
and permanent upgrades by defeating
What
enemies and bosses
an
in
amazing
high-intensity loops.
thing!
With hundreds of
Finally,
modes and a variety of
like how am I?
combos,
How is Doom
and unique.
not mouse controlled on the Switch? Doom. How did they not have mouse control? It blows my mind. that
Repeat in
when Nintendo
Dead
invents a
Zone Rogue,
gimmick that
emerging
nobody
from the
wants,
void on the
they
Nintendo
shove it in
Switch 2
everything.
system, March 17th.
But when somebody else invents something and they're just adopting it, they're so like trepidatious about adding it to any of their stuff. Like, oh, I don't know if this mouse control thing is gonna, you know. Oh, here we go. Here's a top-down isometric pixelated water plant simulator. It's like all three of the things that I just said. I don't want to talk down on any of these games. I really don't. I know like a lot of them are like awesome, and like these guys put a lot of work into it. I'm more criticizing the presentation of Nintendo when they decide to show too many samey games at the same time. There you go. This is different. The montage of all the games that they don't have a video of. The Ratatan! Oh my god, I'm getting that. I'm getting that. It's the Patapon successor. How are they just throwing that in the sizzle reel?
Thomas, are you taking notes?
I have to. It might be a clue.
A clue for what?
The last game.
Welcome to Mount Holly, the mysterious manor with locked doors and 45 shifting rooms.
In Blueprints, you embark on a first-person, genre-bending journey filled with
well, it's not
unique mix of
Expedition
mystery,
33.
strategy, and puzzles that weave together to create an
Game of the Year
The
award-winning.
mansion resets every day.
But I have heard a lot
doorway
of stuff
becomes a
about this.
choice. So, manage your resources carefully to further your
I guess maybe depending
discoveries
on the
and get
price, maybe I'll
closer
check
to
it out.
finding the fabled room 46.
Use mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controller to probe and poke at the manor's secrets, unraveling mysteries
I like the
by
score.
discovering letters, diaries, and other revealing materials.
Take notes and draft your own
Is my
adventure
ambience still
in
playing? It sounds like
Blueprints. Available on the Nintendo Switch 2 system later today.
Oh!
Now that we've solved that mystery, that's really all for today's Indie World. We hope you enjoyed the games in today's
It's a good game?
showcase.
Okay.
A big thank you, as always, to our indie community and
Okay.
partners for bringing their craft, adventures, and imaginations to players on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
Well,
Follow our official Indie World account to
I
stay up to
guarantee
date on all the
the
latest
chat
news from
hates
Indie
it.
World.
Until next time,
You know, I'm not even gonna look at it. I guarantee the chat hates it. Okay. Well, that was
To stay up to date on all the latest news from Indie World.
Indie World NA.
Happy gaming!
Okay. All right. Well, I definitely give that a solid put my music back on. You can't tell if this is Blueprints or mine. Yeah, I mean that was a good 6 out of 10. That Indie World showcase for sure. I really would like to have seen Expedition 33 on there, and I know that there's like kind of like a back and forth whether or not it's an indie game. I know it had some backing, big money, but I feel like if it's gonna get announced, it would have gotten announced in an Indie World. Maybe it'll get a partner if it's ever coming. But yeah, I mean, I do like these little indie games. I do think, you know, we live in a time where AAA games have like these, you know, $1 million budgets, multi-million, and crazy marketing and crazy deadlines and, you know, questionable, you know, workplace environments for developers, you know, and really, if you think about it, you know, when Doom was made, it was what, 8 people in a garage? You know, when Final Fantasy was made, it was like one guy that like was told, you know, hey, our company is going bankrupt, just make the best game that you can and see if you could help us. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of like the origin of Final Fantasy, right? Like they gave this guy, and he gathered a team of artists, you know, Uematsu with the music, and I always forget the name of the artist that did the watercolor paintings that always becomes the art. But yeah, but my point is though, like those games were indie games when they started. So for you to say that, like, you know, you're not into indie games, like all the AAA games that you're playing now, with the exception of like some of the EA stuff that was born in a corporate AAA environment, all of them started as indie games, you know? So I like to give them a chance. I do. But unfortunately, puzzle games and water my plants chill farm simulators, you can't keep making them back to back to back. Like especially the chill games. Like for real, my wife is still playing Animal Crossing. Right? So for you to make another game, there has been like 3 or 4 Animal Crossing type games that came out, and she tries them all and then goes back to Animal Crossing because it wasn't time for that yet. So when you release like 10 chill games in a 5-year span, like you're actually cannibalizing your audience. You know what I mean? And I think that was something that I kind of learned from, you know, film history. You know, you hear about these movies, it's like, oh, you know, Jurassic Park sat on a shelf for 10 years before anybody started making the movie, you know, this studio bought rights to this book and held it for 20 years and then finally made a movie. And you're like, why? And it's like, well, the answer is, if we made The Matrix 2 years after we made Terminator 2, The Matrix would not have been as impactful. Right? Or potentially might not have been as impactful, because people would watch it and be like, oh, that's a cool dystopian story, bro, but like I like my dystopian story better, you know? And it's interesting to say the least, right? You know, how that stuff all panned out. And I feel that way about video games. You know, like, yeah, the timing does make a big difference, man. Like, if you release something too soon or too late, like, you could either miss the train, or you could, you know, you could have, like, the best game ever, but everybody is still playing another game. I think that's what actually happened to Silksong. I think... you know what? I'm just guessing and speculating because I'm not that big of a fan of that series. I just kind of observed it. But I know there was a recent game that was going to come out, and then they shelved it for a year because another game came out and it was just way too hype, and they didn't want to release it at the same time. Like, that did happen recently. So it can happen in gaming. I think it needs to happen more. I think definitely somebody needs to be out there and just be like, yeah, man, like, we have a really cool, like, top-down isometric dungeon crawler, you know, roguelike game, but 5 of them just got released. I think we're going to get lost, you know? But hey, you know what? Kingdom of Amalur Reckoning was a victim of timing. It got lost in the shuffle. Yeah, I'm guessing that probably, yeah. What did that come? That came out with like Baldur's Gate and Expedition 33, probably, right, or something like that. And yeah, it just got completely eaten by that, which it happens, man. It's so funny because like I feel like the bigger game companies get, the worse they are at doing the thing that they grew to do. You know what I mean? Like it's like, well, we need to be this big so we could get marketing really good. And then the marketing sucks. And or we need to get this good so, you know, we can get like customer what do you call that? When they observe the customer trends and stuff. And then they have like a team of 20 people assigned to do that when it used to be just like the developer would be. And then they miss the mark, you know? They miss it. Like, it's older than that. It got beat out by bigger titles and scored 9s. Yeah. Yeah, man, that sucks. You hate to see that too, because then, you know, instead of having, you know, a new series and a bunch of companies being like, the people want a new series, you know, it's like, you know, Diablo 4 is what people want. Clearly they're clamoring for the microtransactions. The children yearn for the mines. Yeah. Well, that Indie World was good, but it wasn't great. Literally the one thing on there that I wanted before it got announced was in the sizzle reel, and it was Ratatan. I'm a huge Patapon fan. I love Patapon. And it would be great to play that. It's a rhythm game, though, so one of the things that I worry about is, like, can they make the rhythm work in these, like, digital wireless times? I know one time I went to play Patapon. I think it was on the PlayStation 3 or 4. And they did not work out the Bluetooth desync yet. And how are you going to play a rhythm game with audio video delay? Like, it was impossible. And I was playing it and I was just like, listen, I know I could nail this. Yo, what's up, Drizzle? Like, I know I can nail this. I've done it. I've played this game. Yeah, we just watched the Indie World, man. It was a solid Pepega out of 10, I'll tell you that much. The one thing that I wanted got like pushed into the sizzle reel, man. Like what's that about? What is this it? Hold on. Murder! Yeah, this is it though. Ratatan. Dick and balls. They're covering the head though, so that's okay. Hold on. There it is. July 16th, 2026. Did DQ12 show up? Yeah, the little indie Square Enix franchise, right? That you know, has like 10 animes, a theme park in Japan. That little indie game? No, it didn't. And neither did Expedition 33. I was bummed about that. It's small. That's what she said. But yeah, it was okay. This was an okay direct. I mean, I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I feel like when you're gonna have an indie world this soon after the last one, you know what I mean? Like, they literally just had an indie direct. Or no, that was a partner direct. But, yeah. I feel like you gotta have something big to announce. Or am I understating the bigness of Blueprints? Zeldor did not show up. Can you believe that? Well, she showed up in my game, but she was sleeping. Slay the Spire 2? No. No, nothing really too crazy. I mean, this game looks cool. It looks like a crazy ass. There you go, the Midnight Walk. This looks really good. Maybe I'll check it out. It depends on the prices of a lot of these things. Like, I really don't see myself paying a whole hell of a lot of money. Mixtape looks okay. Blighted. A lot of just cell shade, comic book, anime, beat 'em ups. The ones that I really liked, I liked the way this one looked. This woody one. What's it called? Wooden? Woodo. Yeah, it's cool, but like, it's color by numbers. I wish you could build your own stuff. That would have made it really cool. But yeah, a lot of these, like isometric, this art style. This game looks cool. Like a fun couch co-op game you could play. This one looks good, but it's about a dog dying and stuff. You know, I don't know, man. I get it. You kind of want... Maybe one of the developers went through that and they're just like trying to make art for it, but just as a consumer, I'm not always into it. I'm not always into like that being the starting point. You know what I mean? If you want to make a game where it's like it's about like a dead dog or something like that, you know, I don't think you should make the trailer about watch as your dead dog goes through the Rainbow Bridge. Like, no, like lead with the dog, lead with the cuteness, and lead with the fun and whimsy. And then when you're playing and you find this, it'll be like impactful. But now, you know, they kind of just blew that in the trailer. So to me, I don't know. I like the dog, but it's called, you know, look, it's even got like a cute little title. You know what I mean? And it's like, nah, man, it's a little sad. I'm gonna be in Italy probably around that time. So I'm gonna be just eating spaghetti. You guys can play My Little Puppy. I'm gonna be eating pasta. I'm gonna have some pasta power. I'm gonna get all amped up. This game, I mean, solid title. I think I knew a girl named that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm lukewarm on it. This game looks cool. I like this one. I like the Midnight Walk. It's very artistic, very stylish. Looks like a Tim Burton thing. I might check that one out. And then, yeah, there's like a lot of these types of games.
Just a test
A lot
of
of
strength,
these.
but of wits. Study attack patterns carefully to find their...
You know, here's another one.
together combos and perform powerful finishers to defeat punishing bosses.
This one looks cool. It's a first-person shooter roguelike. Sci-fi.
Controllers.
Actual realistic. And I might buy it just for this. Mouse control. Imagine a first-person shooter on the Switch that has mouse control. A first-person shooter actually using mouse control. Whoa. I mean, this game looks cool. This looks funny. Like that art style. Here's the big one here. Rat-a-tan. I'm definitely playing Rat-a-tan. Oh, and then the big announcement though is this guy right here.
Manage your resources
Did you ever play
carefully to further your
Blueprints?
discoveries and get closer to find the Nintendo Switch 2 system?
I never played it, but it looks all right. You never heard of Blueprints? Really? It was a big indie hit before the Switch 2 came out, so I guess it was a little slow to come out. You know what I think? This is what I think Nintendo should have done. And here's me playing, like, you know, Monday morning quarterback or whatever, but I think Nintendo, since they knew the Switch 2 was coming out, right? They knew. So what they should have done was kind of did an assessment of like indie games that were doing well and just have them out at launch. You know what I mean? Just be like day one. It's like you get Blueprints. I very much want to play Expedition 33, and I really want to play it on the Switch, but I'm waiting for that announcement to happen, and it's just not happening. So I don't know if if maybe they won some awards and now they want to do something special for the Switch, or if I don't know how it works business wise, but maybe they're worth more money than Nintendo's willing to pay. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. But yeah, I mean, solid indie direct. I mean, my expectations for these indie directs aren't ludicrous. I know sometimes people are just like so like perpetually disappointed. Did they announce it coming to other consoles? What, Blueprints? It's already out on other consoles. So like Switch would be the last. Oh, E33? No. I haven't heard anything from officially, but I'm assuming consumer level we'll hear about it in something like this. But you know, at some point, if it's gonna happen, we would hear about it here, I think. Well. But yeah, it was okay. I mean, nothing too thrilling. I'm gonna get Ratatan. Probably I might get Midnight Walk depending on the price. And also depending on the price, maybe I'll finally try Blueprints, because I've been like curious. I'm not too good at puzzle games, but that's not to say I don't like them. I'm just not that good at them. So, but yeah, check it out.